What's going on, y'all, man? This is your boy, y'all's chosen one. So we're gonna continue, man. Last time I was talking, we were talking about those uh those children of Anak looking down at the Israelites, looking at them like they was grasshoppers, man. So now we're gonna go to Hebrews chapter 3, verse 10 through 12. Hebrews chapter 3, verse 10 through 12. I always have a hard time with this one. Alright. Alright, let's try to find it. Hebrews chapter 3, verse 10 through 12. Alright. Getting close. Alright. Hebrews chapter 3, verse 10 through 12. Alright. But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long suffering, charity. Persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, at Lystra, what persecutions I endured, but out of them all Yah delivered me. Yea, and all that will live godly in Christ Yehoshua shall suffer persecution. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So, man, I think I read the right one. I'm not really sure. But the thing is, man, don't fall into the trap and disbelieve. They keep going to verse 15. And that from a child that has known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Yehoshua. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of the Almighty may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. Yeah, I think I read the wrong one. I'm reading out of Timothy. Doggone it. Hold on. I try to go to Hebrews, man. There we go. I'm sorry about that, man. So Hebrews chapter 3. There I go. Alright. Hebrews chapter 3, verse 10 to 12. Wherefore I was grieved with that generation, and said, they do always err in their hearts, and they have not known my ways. So I swear in my wrath, they shall not enter into my rest. So it goes on, take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power. So he's saying here, man, that don't disbelieve, man. Don't disbelieve. Don't disbelieve in this. If the Most High is saying there's giants, man. Let's go to verse 15. What does it say? Today, if you will hear his voice, harden not your hearts, as in the provocation. For some, when they had heard, did provoke, howbeit not all that came out of Egypt by Moshe. So you had the Most High right in front of you, leading you out of Egypt, and you still didn't believe. As people still stiff-necked enough not to believe. But whom was he grieved 40 years? Was it not with them that had sinned, whose carcasses fell in the wilderness? That's what happened with Caleb and Joshua, man. Those people didn't believe that they could beat them, and they had the Most High with them. The Most High said, you can take over these people, and they didn't believe. So the Most High made them wander about for 40 years, and their carcasses fell. The only generation that saw it was their kids, and Caleb and Joshua. Those are the only people that would see the promised land. And to whom swear he that they should not enter into his rest, but to them that believe it not. So we that they could not enter it because of unbelief. So you have to believe, man. And the Bible is telling you right here that there's giants, that there were giants on the earth. Gotta believe it, bro. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 9 through 12. I know for some it's hard to believe, man, but that's the deception. They don't want you to think. They only want that knowledge and power. They want to stupefy you. Don't let them stupefy you, man. The book is written, man. There's nothing secret. They can have their secret societies, but this book right here tells you to talk about it. There's nothing secret to what they're doing. We know what they're trying to do. Verse 9. Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 9. And Yah said unto me, distress not the Moabites, neither contend with them in battle, for I will not give thee of their land for a possession, because I have given Ar unto the children of Lot for a possession. The Emims, all right, here we go again. You can look them up. Those are giants too. Dwelt therein in times past, a people great and many and tall as the Anakims. There we go. They were just as tall as the Anakim, people of Anak. Just as tall as them, you know what I'm saying? The Horims, you got the Horites there, who were dwelling in Mount Seir before the Edomites came and took over, dwelt in Seir before time, but the children of Esau succeeded them when they had destroyed them from before them, and dwelt in their stead, as Israel did unto the land of his possession, which Yah gave unto them. So that was their possession, which Yah gave unto them. We keep reading in verse 19. And when thou comest nigh over against the children of Ammon, distress them not, nor meddle with them, for I will not give thee of the land of the children of Ammon any possession. Remember, these are the children of Lot, because I have given it unto the children of Lot for possession. That also was a kind of land of giants. There we go with that word again. Not Eber, but Nephesh, Geber. Where we at? Okay. Giants dwelt therein in old time, and the Ammonites called them Zamzumims, which Zamzumim, man, the Emims were like really ugly, man. I think they was kind of vampiric type of giants, man. They, they look really, really ugly. And people great and many and tall as the Anakims. Remember, these Anakims were tall, but Yah destroyed them before them, and they succeeded them and dwelt in their stead, as he did to the children of Esau, which dwelt at Seir, when he destroyed the Horims, so those Horites, from before them, and they succeeded them and dwelt in their stead even unto this day. And the Awims, which dwelt in Hazarim, even unto Azah, the Caphtorims, which came forth out of Caphtor, destroyed them and dwelt in their stead. So, once again, we see a slew of giants continually come about in this Bible, and your pastors don't talk about that. I don't know why they don't talk about that, because it's clearly stated right there that there was giants. We're not talking about men of prominence and stature. We're talking about physical giants. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 3. We're going to go to 11 and 13. For only Og, king of Bashan, remained of the remnant of giants. Behold, his bedstead was a bedstead of iron. Is it not in Rabath of the children of Ammon? 9 cubits was the length thereof, and 4 cubits the breadth of it, and the cubit of a man. So his bed was about 13 feet long and 6 feet wide. There it is again. 13, 6. Something about these giants with that number 13 and 6, man. 6 is always some kind of imperfection. Something's wrong. All right. All right, what was that? All right, yeah, 11 through 13. Okay. And this land which we possess at the time from Aror, which is by the river Arnon, and half Mount Gilead, and the cities thereof I gave unto the Reubenites and the Gadites, and the rest of Gilead all the Bashan, being the kingdom of Og, gave I to the half tribe of Manasseh, all the region of Argob, with all the Bashan, which are called the land of giants. I mean, come on, man. How many more times the Bible got to stress, man, that this stuff is real? This stuff is real. All right, let's go to Joshua chapter 12. read verse 1 through 6. Joshua 12, verse 1 through 6. Now these are the kings of the land which the children of Israel smote, and possessed their land on the other side of Jordan, toward the rising of the sun, from the river Arnon unto Mount Hermon. Remember that word, Mount Hermon. If you're reading the book of Enoch, that's where these Malaks, these fallen angels, descended upon that mountain. And all the plain of the east, Sihon, this guy Sihon, and we read about Sihon, he's Amorites. These Amorites were giants. King of the Amorites, who dwelt in Heshbon, and ruled from Aror, which is upon the bank of the river of Arnon, and from the middle of the river, and from half Gilead unto the river Jabbok, which is the border of the children of Ammon, and from the plain to the sea of Cinneroth on the east, and unto the sea of the plain, even the Salt Sea on the east, the way of Beth Ishmoth, and from the south under Ashdoth, Pisgah. And the coast of Og, king of Bashan, was of the remnant of the giants that dwelt at Ashtaroth and at Edrei. Now we see Ashtaroth again. Ashtaroth is their religion. That is that female goddess. This is the giants' religion, the thing that they was doing. They dwelt at Ashtaroth and reigned in Mount Hermon. There's Mount Hermon again. That's where those fallen angels actually descended, if you read the book of Enoch. And in Salcah, and in all Bashan, unto the border of the Jeshurites and the Machalites, and half Gilead, the border of Sihon, who was a giant, king of Heshbon. There's the Heshbon again. It's the land of the giants. Them did Moshe, the servant of Yah, and the children of Israel smite. And Moshe, the servant of Yah, gave it for possession to the Reubenites and Gadites and half the tribe of Manasseh. All right, so you don't think that you don't think that Sihon was a giant? Let's go to Amos chapter 2, verse 9. Amos chapter 2, verse 9. Amos chapter 2, verse 9, and you'll find out that he was a giant too. All these dudes, man. When they was trying to get to the promised land, man, they was running into complications. I mean, serious complications, man. It wasn't just like, yeah, we can't beat these dudes. There was a reason why they say we can't beat these dudes, because they should have had faith, but they didn't. So I thought that was after Joel. Alright. So back. There you go. Amos. We're on chapter 2, verse 9. Yet destroyed I the Amorite before them, whose height was like the height of the cedar. You know how tall a cedar tree is, right? Pretty tall dudes. And he was strong as the oaks, yet I destroyed his fruit from above and his roots from beneath. Yeah, there it is. They were gigantic, man. They was like cedar trees. You go to Deuteronomy 1:27 through 20. You go to Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 27 through 28. And ye murmured in your tents and said, because Yah hated us, he hath brought us forth out of the land of Egypt to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us. See, the Amorites were giants, man. Whither shall we go up? Our brethren have discouraged our hearts, saying, the people is greater and taller than we. The cities are great and walled up to heaven. These were huge. These people were huge. And the places they had to live in, if they were giants, they got to live in something huge. So that's why you see Lord of the Ring and you see this big, magnificent city carved in the mountains. So it was actually larger than that. All right, where was that? Oh, yeah. And moreover, we had seen the sons of the Anakims there. They had seen the sons of the Anakims there, man. They were giants, dude. And we're going to stop right there on that. And I'll catch you on the next one. Shalom.